Hi, my name is Nick Weiss. I am the founder and managing attorney of Weiss Law. I want to talk about cohabitation agreements. Cohabitation agreement is a document you would use for two unmarried people who either are jointly buying a property to live in or are jointly renting a property to live in. Right? They're either both going to be on the lease, or there's an expectation that both are going to be living there. Most of the time, people do not enter into these, right? There's a general understanding of how things are going to go, particularly if you're in a romantic relationship. It can be difficult to try to write down what are people going to be responsible for, right? There's more of an expectation that you're jointly going to contribute to bills, to expenses, to things as they go along. And sometimes that works, and sometimes that doesn't. And that's where the cohabitation agreement comes in. These are very variable agreements. You can put them however you like as to who's going to be responsible for what bill, for what chore, for what activity, as a condition of your cohabitation. The big thing that the place where we can put these in is what happens after you're no longer cohabitating. This can happen when you want to jointly sell the property. This can happen when one of you wants to move out of a rented property. In a separate video, we go through the partition process. This is what happens when two co-owners can't agree on what to do with the property. You can decide, if you've both jointly purchased the property, what you're going to do with the property. If the relationship falls apart, as part of your cohabitation agreement, you can say, we're going to sell it and split the equity 50-50. We're going to sell it and we're going to split the equity based on what people put in to the property. I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to forcibly pay you for that property. You can set that out in contract ahead of time, and as we go through in that partition video, that can save you a lot of headache, a lot of time. You just have an agreement, you give it to the court and say, please do this. Those same kind of advantages you can use if it's a rental agreement, right? Not only just for what each person is going to pay, but who's going to live there if the relationship falls apart. That is an enforceable agreement. If you agree that you're going to move out if the relationship falls apart, subject to paying for X, that can be an enforceable contract that your partner, whoever you're dating, can take to a court and say they've got to leave. I'm going to pursue this eviction, right, to get them out because we already have this enforceable contract. So again, very variable agreements. They can cover a whole lot of things. You may already have an idea of what you want it to cover and what you want it to say in the event that the partnership is no longer working. But if you have questions about this, or you need a draft, or just a consultation regarding this kind of agreement, feel free to reach out to our office.